the data suggests that you're 5 times more likely to pursue a career if you're exposed in secondary school. And so I think, your question's an important one, because the broader dynamic here is that these are actually really well-paying jobs in STEM fields. So first of all, the average or the median wage of a STEM job is twice the average and median wage of the workforce overall. So it's lucrative. And secondly, these jobs are growing. The number of jobs that the country expects to add by 2030 is 1.4 million. That's about twice the rate of the overall workforce. But your question about perception signals, I think, maybe that there is a disconnect about what these jobs actually are. And it's a wide range. It's doing cybersecurity. It's working on building rockets to send them to Mars. It's a whole host of technical engineering, coding, cybersecurity, and scientific roles that what we find based on this data is that giving the students a chance to grapple with some of these exciting concepts is the way to ignite their interest.
So let's break this down. There are probably people out there that are thinking, what is STEM?
Yeah.
What does this mean? What does it stand for? So talk to us about what's involved in the STEM program, and why it's important to, pursue this academically.
Okay. So STEM, as you both mentioned, science, technology, engineering, and math. These skills are the future of the American economy. Increasingly, our economy is more STEM intensive. And so even in middle school and in high school, the classes that students are exposed to lay the foundation for careers in this field. So, take an algebra, that's a STEM course. I think the problem, though, is that I don't know about you, but, when I think back to when I took algebra, it was hard for me to develop a passion for algebra, right? I was passionate about sports.
Right.
And so what we're increasingly seeing, though, is that there are schools across the country that give students a chance not just to learn algebra, but they have a chance to do things like build an electric circuit, or engage in coding and writing computer programs. So it is actually these kinds of hands-on opportunities that we see translate directly into students both developing some sort of passion and familiarity with what these topics really are, and I think really importantly, having the sense that they're good at it. Because that's how people develop a sense of what they want to do when they grow up.
Yeah. We have a facility here called Amtech, started about 3 years ago, that specialized that. It changed how we educate our kids. Since the days of the Industrial Revolution, it's been the person up front at the podium, droning on to 30 plus kids and assigning stuff. Now you see a breakdown. You see breakout spaces of smaller groups, 5, 6 kids, specialized study. Our local higher education, the community college, West Texas A&M University, have partnered with the school district to work to create a pathway from high school education, STEM education, into engineering and so on, even education. But what are the big fields that we're looking at moving forward? What are some of the needs we're going to see growth in the next couple of years when it comes to STEM education?
Yeah, all the data suggests that the growth fields are largely connected to IT, information technology, computer science, whether that's cybersecurity or other fields related to technical roles in IT and IT support, those kinds of things. Those are growing the fastest. But overall, as I said, any aspect of these STEM roles is a good bet on a long-term career, not just a job. And I think that importantly, where you started was, are these technical post-secondary school? I think it runs the gamut. Whether it's folks getting a PhD to go work in artificial intelligence, or finding post-secondary education opportunities in technical schools. These are good paying jobs that parents in particular should be paying attention.
Well, and that leads to my next question. And as a parent, how can we encourage our students to, consider all of the options that are in front of them? With this Amtech, one of the things my son is looking at is he has to give up a credit or an hour of his day just for travel. So he's not getting credit for any work that he's doing.